Hello everybody, this is Bjorn, aka Oblivious, and welcome to Let's Play Train Simulator 2010-13 Part 2 of the Hamburg to Hannover route. I want to do something else this episode. Let's drive first. We left off in what was it again? We left off in Uelzen and we're heading to Celle. That is in 52 kilometers from right now. But in the last episode, so part 1 of this route, I told something about the history of the Hamburg Hannover line, and I told something about the PZB. But I just read it all from my iPad, and I watched my video back, and it sounds a bit boring, so that's why I actually read the manuals, and so I'm going to tell you what I remember from it. So we left off with the LZB, and I read the article a few times, and I'm going to tell you what I remember of what I read on the article. So that sounds just a little bit more interesting maybe for you guys. So the LZB, or in German Linienzug Beeinflussung, and in English linear train influencing, is actually a system that will control the train. So like you see now, the red light that's popping up, that means that I'm overspeeding, and the computer is getting a signal that in 1 kilometer the speed limit is 160 kilometers per hour. So that means that the train is getting a signal from there, and that the train will automatically brake for me. And even if there is a signal red, the train will automatically brake to zero. Yeah, to zero. So what I wrote about the LZB is on a train with strong brakes, the brake distance of 160 kilometers per hour is precise 1,000 meters, or 3,000 feet or something. The PZB was invented in 1965. That was also the year where the LZB signaling was first demonstrated. So it's from the 1965s, and it was tested on the German route, but it got released in German, Spain and Australian high-speed lines. And those high-speed lines were running up to 300 kilometers per hour, and for the people in America, that is 190 meters per hour. Do I know something more about it? Yeah, oh yeah, of course. The train onboard computer processes the packages and display the following information to the driver. So that is what this thing is. You see the meter dropping down. So what it's showing is the current speed. As you can see on the right side, there's 160 kilometers per hour. So that is our next speed limit in 3 kilometers, as you can see on the meter that is dropping down. So the current speed is the yellow pointer. That's the current speed, and the next speed, in what will be in 2 kilometers or something, is the speed that is on the red display. The LZB is also showing the target distance, and that means just the distance for target speed shown in LED bars between 4 and 13.2 kilometers, depending on the unit, train and line. So that's actually about the PZB, and as you can see, we already driving 160 kilometers per hour, so that is what the train computer is doing for me. And if there is a long distance free in front of the train, the driver will see the target speed and the permitted speed equal to the maximum line speed. So yeah, with the distance showing the maximum distance. Do I have something more about it? Yeah. So as you noticed, if the train reach a speed restriction, something like a yellow signal or something, the LZB will sound a buzzer, what you just heard, and display the distance to the speed of the restriction. So that's the meter that is dropping, of course. And as the train continues to target, distance will decrease, of course. Let me see. As the train nears the speed limit restriction and the permitted speed will start to decrease, ending up at a target speed at the restriction. So yeah, that was a line that I remembered actually from it. So when I get a what was it again, that red light that popped up, that what is going on with the amount of kilometers that I have to drive? It keeps showing 52. Why is it keeping showing 52? Am I driving the wrong way or something? I can't see now how far I need to go actually. This is a bit confusing. Well, we keep driving this way. We should arrive around 11:05 or something. 11:04. So yeah, maybe the hub is a little bit broke for now. I don't know what happened to it. Well, okay, we'll just keep going on and we'll see where we're ending. I just hope that I can let the passengers out. Whoa. Okay, maybe a bit confusing because the kilometers aren't dropping. So that are those kind of bugs that I talked about when you end a scenario, you save it and you restart the scenario. You get all those funny things, and I don't know why that is. But okay. Let me see. Do we have to? Oh yeah, we were talking about the LZB. So how do you know when the LZB starts? Well, if you look very well, and you see sometimes, or you see just a sign near the track. Most of the time, it's on the right side of the track, and that's showing LZB. So that means as soon as you see that sign, as soon as you pass it, the LZB will be activated. Oh, we're overspeeding? How is that? Oh, we have to brake to 160. I just noticed that most of the time when we have to speed down to the 160 km/h is when we get in a corner or something. When we have to turn left or we have to turn right, and we can't do that on full speed, I guess. So yeah, when the LZB is activated and you don't have enabled the AFB, the LZB will only tell you what to do. So if you have the AZB turned off, the LZB will do actually nothing. It will only say then when you have to brake and when you when you can put the throttle up to 100%. But I like to drive with the AFB on because yeah, it does do anything automatically, and that's the most important thing of the AFB and the LZB. So when you enable the PZB, that is the train monitor, the program that will monitor your train and the speed. When you pass the LZB sign, the LZB will take over the PZB. So when you have the PZB activated, it will be deactivated by the LZB. So all those things might sound very confusing, and maybe I'll confuse you all there. But yeah, that's actually how it is about that. So maybe because I told so many things about security systems in trains, maybe I can tell something about the SIFA. Yeah, SIFA is what was it in German again? I think it was Sicherheitsverschaltung, and that is in English a safety driving switch. It's a how's it called in English? It is a dead man's control system. So it just is a if I think it's a pedal on the bottom. Maybe we can see it here. Yeah, maybe we can see it down there. You see a little pedal, and it's just a security system, and the train driver has to press that pedal every I think it was every 30 seconds. When you don't press the pedal in 30 seconds, you have a emergency brake penalty. First you will get a warning, or the light will just only pop up, and after a few seconds you will get a message from the SIFA, and when the train driver will not respond after that time, then the emergency brakes will apply. And you see, yeah, it has to be it has to be done with the 30 seconds, of course. And yeah, there's actually not very much to tell about it more about SIFA. Only that it is annoying for me. That's the most important thing. It's very annoying for me. So I hope we're just heading the right way right now. Maybe we can check on the mini-map. Here is Celle, and we are... yeah, we're going a good way. Actually, we have just a few more miles or kilometers to go, as we can see, because Celle is here and we are here. So that's actually very close, and I only hope for now that we can what was it again? I hope we can let the passengers out for there. Otherwise I have to restart this whole episode again. I don't like that, actually. So let's hope that everything will end well here. So I just have to watch the hub, the little monitor thing down on my screen, so I can see the station coming if I need to. And if I can't let the passengers out, we might have a little problem because I have to start over. I have to load the scenario again, maybe, or maybe I have to do the whole route again. So that could be a little bit awkward. Alright, we see a new speed limit of 150 after, what should it be, like 9 kilometers or something. And I think we will reach the Celle after that. And how much are, if the Celle is 52, I think it's like 40 kilometers more. That will be like 20 minutes or something. Yeah, let's hope that everything will be alright in this scenario. Let me check again. We are here and Celle is here. Well, we need to... Well, actually we're heading very fast. Well, the train will brake for me, so the station is down on the screen. Oh. Well, we will see. I think I can brake in time, that will be no problem. Yeah, we will be heading Celle in 5 minutes. If we reach Celle and we can't, and we can get the passengers out of the train, then we need 40 more kilometers to Hanover, and I think Celle to Hanover is maybe 25 minutes. Alright, train is slowing down. We're heading the 150 kilometers per hour speed limit. And I see the station on the hub, so fingers crossed and hope we can get the passengers out. I don't know if you guys know this little bug about the kilometers don't drop. So I have to, I can't see actually now when I have to brake, but I have to do, actually I can see it, because the end of the station is 1.60 kilometers from here. So I actually know when to brake a bit. I think I can brake better now. There we go. Alright, that might be enough for now. Okay, maybe a bit more, maybe a bit more. in and out, and brake as soon the cars will get on the platform, and wait for if we can open the doors maybe. So fingers crossed and hope we can open the doors. We can open the doors. Nice. Okay, we can let the passengers out. Phew. Oh. Whoops. Well, I hope it won't cost me any points there. Alright, since we are here and we have to wait a few more minutes, we can discover the world. So, the station of Celle? Yeah. Well, how many tracks do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and is that a track over there? It could be, yeah, 6. Okay, 6 track station. A few houses. Is that train signal for me? Mine? Oh no, my train signal is green. Alright. Well, I'm sure that I'm in time now. We had to arrive on 4 and it's just 4 in like 5 seconds. Are you walking? Wow, you are actually moving. And you don't give a shit at all. Let's see what the other. Oh, now you're floating. Nice. And now we're in the train. Hello. Well. Oh, successful stop. Okay, release the train brakes. And we'll proceed to our final destination. Ooh, final destination. At Hannover. Hauptbahnhof. Oh, hey, is it working right now or? Nah, the speed is, the kilometers still won't drop, but it's 41 kilometers. So that will be a more 25 minutes. Maybe it can. Are there any more systems on the ICE2 where I can talk about? I had the CIFA, I had the PZB, I had the LZB. Maybe I'm just forgetting something, but I actually don't know. I think I had the most important things on it. Maybe I can tell something about the ICE3. Of course, the newest ICE from the German high-speed trains. Is there actually something to tell about the? Yeah. So let me see. The ICE3 is a family of the high-speed trains of the German Bahn, Deutsche Bahn. I think we have two types, the class 403 and the class 406, and they're known as the ICE3 and the ICE3M, and the M is for I think it's for multiple units or multiple stream. Sorry. Stream. What is it? Electrical units. For example, when I think there's a line where the ICE3 is heading from Germany to France, and when the train is getting in France, there is a different type of electrical power there. So what happened is the train driver have to set the pantograph, or what's it called again? Let me check. Start. No. Pantograph. He had to set the pantograph down, and then he had to select a different power source of another type of electrical power, and then he has to raise the pantograph again, and then he can just continue his drive. Let me see if the ICE3 has it has a length of 20. A single car has a length of 25.7 meters. And yeah, sorry, I think I have a little cold. Sorry, it's very distracting. So let me see, the ICE3 has a whole new design, of course, that looks much better than the ICE2 and the ICE1, and its speed limit is also greater than the ICE1 and the ICE2. The maximum speed of the ICE3 is 320 kilometers per hour, or just 199 miles per hour. And yeah, the ICE3 has also the CFA, the PZB, and the LZB, which you guys maybe know if you drove the Ausburg München route. That's also a high-speed line where you have the LZB enabled. And there's also a class 407, and that is a class where the Deutsche Bahn placed an order of 15 trains valued 500 million euros in November 2008. On the 18th of April 2010, the Deutsche Bahn presents the first, what was it again, the Velardo D or something, and it has been designed for operations up to 320 kilometers per hour, or just 199 miles per hour. So yeah, that's just a little bit about the ICE3, but the German security systems like the LZB, PZB, CFA, they're also placed in other trains, of course. I think the most of the trains in the that driving on the Deutsche Bahn are using. Oh, yeah, the mailman just delivered some things, and our dog went crazy for a moment, but don't mind, don't bother. He already calmed down. Great timing, mailman. Great timing. But alright, so more trains in Germany are using this security system. even the what was it again? The cargo trains. I can show you maybe. If you see the PZB here, you see 55, 70 and 85. The 85 is for passenger trains, just light normal trains. The 70 is for medium weight cargo trains. And the 55 is for heavy cargo trains. For example, now I drive here on this LZB line. My speed limit is 160 or 200 kilometers per hour. If I am a medium weight cargo train, the LZB, the PZB will stand on the 70 line, which means that the speed limit will be 130, because I drove some scenarios and with a medium weight cargo train, and I had a speed limit of 130 kilometers per hour, and the what was it again? The brake distance of the train will increase also if the weight increase, of course. So if you have a medium weight cargo train, that will mean that the PZB will stand on 70, and it also knows that it has to brake much earlier than when it's a light passenger train, of course. And I think when you had a red signal and you for example, the passenger train has to slow down to 85, and when you had the signal closer, you have to slow down to 45, and when you reach the I wouldn't say redstone, sorry, I'm much into the Minecraft. When you reach the red light signal even more, then you have to brake to, I think was 25. But when you are a medium cargo train or a heavy cargo train, and you had a yellow signal and you have to speed down, you have to speed down immediately to 45 kilometers per hour, and you don't have to slow down after that. You just have to drive 45 kilometers per hour, because of the weight of the train is of course a lot more heavier, and that means that you have for the security of the Deutsche Bahn, you have to drive 45 kilometers per hour. But what is this? Are we driving on the wrong track? I actually don't know. I don't hope we're driving on the wrong track. Nah, I think not. That will be ridiculous. No, I think we're driving good. Just a little confusion right there. So yeah, that is about the PZB and his different modes. But I also noticed, of course, when you had to slow down, for example, you're in a medium cargo train and you have to slow down. Some people think, oh, there's a red signal, I'll just enable the AFB and the LZB will do everything for me. It will stop for the red signal. But no, I thought that also, and I was driving a cargo scenario and I was heading a red signal, and I was a little bit concerned because the train wasn't braking 600 meters for the what's it called again, the signal. So I just let the train drive, and I noticed that the train actually brakes, but it doesn't brake in time. So I just drove straight through the red light. So that wasn't very good. So I had to end the scenario, do it all over again. I passed the signal after I passed the scenario after that try. So yeah, but don't think that you don't think that the cargo train will actually brake for you, because that's not going to happen. Let me see, how much do we have to drive actually? So we're driving. Where we're driving? We're driving here, and oh, we're pretty close actually. Okay, good. Okay, go back. So our speed limit is now 110, and there is a chance that our LZB line will... Oh no, we have to slow down to 40 after 4 kilometers, I think, because we have to drive to another a different track. So we have to oh, now we have to press the free button. You see the what was it, the yellow lamp? That is because it will tell that the PZB line will end. So now it ended. Don't go too fast. Don't go too fast. So that means that the PZB LZB is ending in 1 kilometer. So I have to press the free button, and if I don't press the free button in, I think it's 4 seconds, there will be a penalty brake. The emergency brake will apply and until the train stops. So yeah, I don't want that. So I think we're heading what was it called again? I think we're heading Hannover. So I think we have to do some PZB operations, and I will tell you exactly what I'm doing at that moment. So it might be a little tutorial in between. So nothing's going on yet. I know that there was a speed limit of 40 and 4 kilometers from here, but I did not see any signal that I had to slow down or something. So let's check the next signal, and that is green. There will be another signal in 200 meters, and that one is blinking. Alright, so that means I have to press the acknowledge button now and brake down to 40. So as soon as I pass the the 40 signal, I press the acknowledge button, and as soon as I pass the signal, I can release the acknowledge button. So now we're driving 40, which is actually very annoying, but we don't have much of another choice. We have to drive 40 here. We have to arrive in... Well, I hope we will be on time with the 40 kilometers per hour. So you see that the 85 lamp is blinking right now, so we can't exceed the speed limit of I think it was 85, but we can't increase now, so we have to drive 40. Normal is if I pass the signal from 40 kilometers per hour, I have 23 seconds to get down to 80 kilometers per hour or 85. If I don't reach 85 within 23 seconds, you will have an emergency brake penalty. So you have to brake very quickly. So there's another signal right there for 40, so I press the acknowledge button again just for safety. So, and now you can see that the light of the 85 isn't blinking anymore for some reason that I don't know about. But yeah, I will keep driving 40. Had a little message in between. So we're nearing the station of Hanover, which is pretty good. And I think we will be on time. I hope. Not switching tracks yet. There we go. Well, I think they could let us brake some time later. Jeez. Maybe I can slow down to 80 for the next time. They will be even better. So yeah, we're in the station of Hanover, which means that we complete this whole route. So now it's time to slow down. Wait until all the cars are on the station and brake. So let the passengers out. And yeah, I think that was pretty much it for this route. I want to thank you all for watching. If you like this video, don't forget to thumbs up, of course. And yeah, I will see you all in the next episode of Let's Play Train Simulator 2013 with Blevious, and then we will do a Dutch route, I promise. Goodbye everyone.